welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and if you are not part of the Raven family but want to be part of the Raven family, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are reminded when new episodes go live on the channel and you can become part of the Raven family. Today I am bringing you another episode of our Drifter Legacy Challenge, and as you can see, Adelaide and Advaith are just here in the kitchen having a seat. But she is going to go on out and work with her little plants here. We know that she has an obsession with these plants, which is not necessarily a bad thing considering she has that freelance botanist trait. And in this episode, we know that little Iris is going to be aging up into a toddler, and we will be changing that over into the outdoor enthusiast trait, so that we can go ahead and get our sweet Adelaide working on her actual goals here for her Drifter 2 challenge to complete that outdoor enthusiast. So we get to actually start working on that. She is just going ahead and talking to some plants, getting some social up. Advaith is talking to her back. He's like, "Why are you ignoring me and talking to the plants?" And she's like, "Honey, I'm not ignoring you. I can multitask. I can do both. I can talk to my plants. I'm listening to you at the same time." But we are definitely going to be aging up Iris today. As soon as the day gets on a little bit, we will totally take care of that. But let's go ahead and get Advaith to go on in here into the house. He is just going to tend to Iris. She needs a little bit of care. She's got probably some needs as far as needing a bottle, but she most likely also needs some diaper changing. And while he is doing that, we will get Adelaide to just go ahead and harvest some of these things that need to be harvested. She is going to take care of these plants, as we know she does so well. And he is, as we know, getting purpose in his life by taking care of Iris. We know that he was really struggling with needing that purpose, and he has it now, so we love that for him. He is so happy now that Iris is around. And, you know, I think that when we get her on that aspiration for the outdoor enthusiast, I think we do have to travel. I'm not exactly sure if we have to travel to the Sylvan Glade or we have to travel to Granite Falls. We'll have to look at that and take a look and see, but I don't know that I want to travel with a toddler. I think that will be a bloody nightmare. So it's really good that Advaith has this love of wanting to have purpose and wanting to take care of Iris, and so he can definitely stay home maybe and do just that. I don't know. Maybe we'll send Adelaide just by herself in the beginning here so she can do some of her skill building. But she is just watching him do a little bit of plant research here, and he's like, "Did you know that I was finding out all of these things about these plants?" And she's like, I did know this, honey. Yes, it's very interesting, all of this information that you're finding out. But I did know all of this already. I mean, I am a connoisseur of these plants, you know. I have been cultivating these plants since I put them in the ground. And I have grown up this whole garden, so I did know all of the stuff that you're researching right now. And he's like, "Oh, well, I just find it so fascinating." She's like, "I love that you are getting so involved in this hobby of mine. It means so much to me." So they're just chatting here about the plants, and she's like, "I'm going to go ahead and look around the area and see if there's anything else that can be harvested." Because as we know, they do need to go ahead and collect as much money as possible. We still have the 3,000 simoleons. I did not do any expansions in the house in between the last episode and this one. I decided to go ahead and save some money. I will do some expansions and do some add-ons. I know that we need to get our house worth a little bit more, but I figure the house is going to change as Iris grows up. It will have to change in order for us to accommodate her growing up. I mean, she's not going to stay little forever, and so the house is obviously going to change, but I didn't do any changes as of yet. I figure the way it is now is sufficient for their needs, and so we'll just save the money that we have. But Advaith is going to go ahead and get himself some of this parfait that Adelaide had made. He is feeling a little bit peckish, and he is just going ahead and partaking in some of that, which we love for him, while she goes ahead and goes out for a little bit of a jog. She is just trying to get some fitness in. We know that, she did just have herself a baby, and so she is just trying to keep herself fit or get herself fit, either way you want to look at it. But she's just trying to be healthy. And so she is just getting herself a little bit of a jog here. She knows that Advaith has everything under control where Iris is concerned, and so she feels perfectly content to just leave him to handle things while she goes out and either, picks plants or digs things up and goes for jogs and things like that. She knows that he is perfectly capable of taking care of their newborn. And it's really nice to know that you have a partner that is there to support you, and you can just get a moment's breather away from the newborn that you just gave birth to. So she's really got it lucky, because otherwise she would be tied to Iris and not be able to leave. But she doesn't have it that way, and she's just like, life is grand. Like, I just have, this perfect life, this perfect husband that is so doting to our, daughter, and she's like, everything is just so great. And look at her peppy step. She is just living the dream. So we are going to go ahead and let her dig up and see what we can get in this rock here. And then we will sell anything that she has in her inventory, but I'm going to have her go ahead, and she is going to come in and spend a little bit of time with Iris as well. We do want her to come in and just give her a little bit of a diaper change and a little rock and a little cuddle here. That way, they do have some even time with Iris. I don't want it to all be Advaith that takes care of Iris. I want, obviously, Adelaide to have a nice relationship with Iris as well. So we do spend, even time with the baby. I don't want it to all be, Advaith that's building relationships with Iris. So I do try to make sure that Adelaide comes in and spends as much time as she can as well. And we are also going to get Advaith to just go ahead and call and get the TV technician to come and set up their television and internet. That way they can have some TV that they can watch. We do have, like I said, a little bit of money that they can spare. So we're going to get that set up so they can have some TV channels, because as of right now, they don't really have anything that they can do for fun other than their gardening. So at least if they get tired of gardening, or if it's raining, they will have some television that they can watch on a rainy day. So we'll get that set up as well. So we'll call the technician to come to the house, and we'll get that set up. So I do have a mod in the game. It's called Sims Link, and I will link that in the description box below, so that if you guys want to download that mod to put in your game, you can have that available for you as well. And it is for TV and movies and internet. And it is a really nice mod that you can just put in your game, and it gives your Sims, like TV and movies and internet and some movie channels. And literally a TV technician guy will come to the house, or gal, and they actually install like a wireless router, and then your Sims can then watch television or listen to music and use the computers and things like that. So it just kind of makes things a little bit more realistic, instead of just putting a TV in and everything working automatically. So Adelaide is just going to go ahead and get herself a little bit of a bath after her jog that she had, and then she is going to come on out and deal with a little bit of talking with her plants some more, I believe, and then speaking with some of the neighbors. It looks like some neighbors have come around. And then when the technician gets here, we will automatically just advise them where to install the router. You do have to let them know where to install the router. Otherwise, they won't know where you want that installed, and they'll leave before it gets installed, and you'll have wasted your window of time. So you do have to make sure that you are home and available during the window that you've selected of time for them to arrive. So while we wait, they are just going ahead and fertilizing the plants and talking to the plants and doing some research. And it does look like our technician has arrived. So we'll go ahead and invite them in. And we'll just advise her then where we want our router installed, so she can get that installed for us. And then we'll have our television all set up here, so that whenever we do want to go ahead and partake in some TV time, we will have that all set up and ready to go. So we're just going to have her go ahead and set this router up here on this shelf unit here, and that way it's just there out of the way. So she'll go ahead and get that router set up over there for us there on that shelf. And he's like, okay, well, now that you've got that taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and go to the washroom. I think you've got this under control. You are the professional here, not me. I don't think you need my help. Adelaide is doing some serious research here on this apple tree, but she also has to seriously go to the washroom. So they are just taking turns here in the bathroom. And then once we are done with that, I am going to go ahead and get Adelaide to age up Iris once Iris wakes from her nap. They're just having a little bit of time here chatting with the technician about how everything works with the TV. She's like, okay, so now all you have to do is just turn it on and you just click on the movies that you want to watch and everything should work. If you need a Wi-Fi password, you would just click on there and it'll give you your Wi-Fi password. And we are going to go ahead and age Iris up. And Iris has aged up, and it says here that she got the independent trait. These toddlers have their freedom, love their freedom, and don't like to take orders from caregivers. They gain extra skill when they are left alone, and they need less attention than other toddlers. So that is perfectly great. We love us an independent toddler so much. That is going to help us out tremendously, especially with the potty skill, as we know. So we love that Iris is going to be an independent toddler. So there you have it. She is going to be independent, and we will go ahead and just walk over here and give her a little bit of a skill in her trying to learn how to walk here. And then let's go ahead and hop into Cass, and we'll give her her toddler makeover here. So let's just go ahead and hop into Cass here, and then I'll show you what she looks like. And this is Iris after her makeover, and this is what she has turned out to look like. I think she turned out super adorable. This is her everyday outfit. She is so precious. And her formal wear. And for her sleepwear. Her party outfit. And her swimwear. And her hot weather, and her cold weather. Okay, she is a doll baby. All right, and we are now back in the game with her. And Mom's just going to go ahead and put her in the high chair here, and we're going to get her a little bit something to eat. Go ahead and give her some food, Mom. She is hungry. She's like, feed me something. I'm starving. Please, Mom, I need some food. All right, so we're going to give her some barbecue chips. I don't know that that's the best plan, but she's like, what the hell is this? I know, that wasn't the best plan of action. It really wasn't. But Mom has decided to give her barbecue chips, and she is making a mess. She is angry about it, but she's like, fine, if this is all I'm getting, then I'll eat it. Adelaide, that really wasn't the best plan for food. I mean, she could have gotten so many options of food, and you gave her chips. Advaith is like, what did your mom feed you? Okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll get you out of this high chair here.
Nope.
No, maybe not. Okay, we are going to have to go ahead and change this bed. It looks like the crib doesn't work, so let's change this room up. All right, so we changed the room. I got her a toddler bed that works, and now Advaith is going to go ahead and get her out of this high chair here. And then we will let her go ahead and head herself off to bed. It looks like she is feeling pretty tired. Don't you put her back in that high chair. He's going to. Okay, this is the only thing about high chairs that Misty doesn't like, is that they constantly are putting her in and out of it. Get her out of that, please. Let her out of the high chair so that she can go to bed, because she is so tired. She is one shattered little toddler. She needs to go to bed. Just leave her be. She'll go to bed by herself. It's fine. We'll let her go to bed. It'll be perfectly fine. Look, she'll even change herself into her pajamas here. There, she's done it. She's getting into bed. Okay, it's perfect. She's got the movement skill, which we love, and she's going to bed. Oh, dear. Advaith, just leave her be. Go ahead and let's change her aspiration. We're going to change her from the freelance botanist, which is what she currently has, and we're going to change her to the outdoor enthusiast one. So if we do that outdoor enthusiast one, she is now on the perfect track for her new aspiration, which is the outdoor enthusiast. She is now officially on path for the Drifter 2 challenge, which is completing the outdoor enthusiast aspiration. So guys, we have now officially begun our Drifter 2 challenge series for Adelaide, and she has to complete this in her lifetime. And we have to also, as we know, get a house worth $40K that is 2-bedroom and a bath, which we already have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, but we just need to get it up to $40K. So we are well on our way. It looks like Advaith here is just going to go over here and talk to this guy while he plays in the leaves. He's like, hey, how are you? You sure are having a lot of fun out here in these leaves. And he's like, yeah, and you just totally spoiled my fun. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. All right, Adelaide, you go ahead and clean up a little bit, and then you can go outside and you can talk to Mr. Advaith, because she has been thinking, now that she's on track for her aspiration, she really does need to travel to Granite Falls. It says she needs to harvest 10 unidentified plants, and she needs to go to Granite Falls to do that. So we do need to travel to Granite Falls, and so she's thinking, I don't necessarily really want to go to Granite Falls as a family just yet while Iris is a toddler. She does want to go ahead and get started, but she wants to go camping as a family maybe when Iris is a little bit older, but she does want to go ahead and get a head start. So she's going to go, just talk to Advaith and just say to him, like, would you mind if I went ahead and, went out to Granite Falls and just kind of decided to get started trying to collect some plants, and I just went by myself just for like a day, and then I would come back. And he's like, you just want to go out there for a day by yourself? And she's like, well, I could just make it a day trip, and then I could come back, maybe 2 days. And he's like, okay. And I think that she would want to talk to him about that. He's currently taking a nap, and she's trying to, think of what she could say. So she's practicing, she's practicing the speech that she would say to him to the tree. And so she's like, so I'm just going to tell him that, look, you and Iris could stay here at the house, and yeah, I'm just going to tell him, like, look, it'll be just a short trip. I'm just going to go for a short period of time, and I'm just going to get the plants that I can gather, and I'll be back before you even know I'm gone, and you won't even miss me. You guys will be completely fine without me. And I think it will be good for you guys to bond together and just spend some time alone. And so she's like really proud of herself for thinking up this plan. She's like, this is going to be perfect because I will get a lot done not having to tend to a toddler, and I will be by myself, and I'll be able to gather all of these plants, and it'll be perfect. And so she's come up with this great, brilliant plan, and she's like, as soon as he gets up from his nap, I'm going to go and I'm going to have this conversation with him, and surely he'll be on board, and it'll be great. So she's thinking all of this stuff to herself while she's making this meal. As soon as Advaith gets up out of his nap, she's like, I'm totally gonna spring on him this brilliant plan of mine, and surely he'll be on board with this. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't. So she's made some butternut gnocchi, and she's just like, I've made a brilliant, supper. I'm going to have this beautiful, conversation with him, and everything is going to go according to plan. And I'll be out of here by nightfall and headed to Granite Falls. And I will have all of the plants that I need to harvest, and it'll be great. So she's going to go in here and just tuck in her sweet little Iris, give her some kisses, and she's like, this is going to be perfect, and I'll be back before they even know I'm gone. And here, of course, it's already starting to snow. So I hope that in Granite Falls we don't come across snow as well, because we know once it starts snowing, it's really, really difficult to, do anything with the plants. And she's thinking, I've got to get, I really do need to get a move on. I need to do this before the winter comes, because once winter comes, I'm kind of out of options. So she's going to go wake him up, and she's going to say, look, Advaith, I'm sorry to wake you, but I need to have a conversation with you. And he's like, what about? And she's like, look, we're coming up on the end of fall here. Winter's settling in. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, I know Iris just became a toddler, and I understand that, it's a lot of pressure, but I really do need to get to Granite Falls. I've got a lot of things that I need to do out there. I need to get some plants harvested. I've got lots of things that I need to do for my goals. Is there any way that you could take care of Iris and let me go to Granite Falls by myself? I think she's too young to travel right now, and I know that you guys need some time to bond together, and I would just be gone for a day or two, and then I'd be back. And he's like, you want to go to Granite Falls by yourself? And she's like, yeah, I would be only, like I said, maybe a day or two. I'm just going to harvest some plants, and then I'll be home. And he's like, well, honey, I guess if that's what you feel like you need to do, then yeah, Iris and I will be completely fine without you here. I didn't realize this was so pressing. And she's like, well, I would like to get this done before the snow falls. And he's like, well, the snow's already starting to come, so I guess you better go. And she's like, if you're okay with it, then yeah, I really do need to go. And Mom, I am so glad that you've come to visit. I'm going to go ahead and give you a key. Come here and help Advaith with Iris while I'm gone. I'm only going to be gone for a short period of time, but I have to head out to Granite Falls. And she's like, you're leaving? And she's like, yeah, I have to go. I'm just going on a short vacation to Granite Falls. I have to get some plants for the garden. And she's like, okay, honey. So Adelaide is going to go ahead, and she's going to travel and go on vacation to Granite Falls. Advaith was okay with this plan, just like she knew he would be. He's like, I can totally handle Iris. She's completely fine without you. We're going to do okay. So Advaith is on board, and Adelaide is headed out to Granite Falls. So we are going to stay in the campground. I'm going to go ahead and book her for a 2-day stay. Even though she may only stay for 1 day, I am just going to go ahead and book it for 2. Just to be safe. And of course, we show up here at the campground, and it's raining. It is not snowing here at all, but it is raining. We are going to go ahead and search around and see what we can find. We'll get her to dig anything she can dig and harvest anything she can harvest. And we will just go ahead and try to take in any of the things that we can take in from this area. We hopefully will find some unidentified plants, and we may end up finding some regular plants as well, but anything that I can find that is a plant, we will either pick it or harvest it, or we will, what is the word I'm looking for? Take a cutting of it if it's not harvestable. That way we can maybe graft it when we get to the house. But either way, we will do what we can as far as the plants go. And there is a bit of a garden out here. I don't necessarily know if the garden is going to help us at all, because I think those plants are actually going to be regular plants. But we'll go ahead and let her come and take a look at the garden over here and see if there's anything in this garden that she can use. Then we will go ahead and continue on with her search. So she's just going to take cuttings of things in this garden, and anything that we can take a cutting of, we'll take a cutting of. Like I said, we'll take everything we can back with us from this area, because I don't know if there are things that are different in this area than what we have at home, and anything might help. So she's just getting samples of everything in this area. She's going to collect insects. She's going to collect everything she can, because at the end of the day, even if she doesn't necessarily need it for her aspiration, whatever she does get in this area, she can also sell. And selling things means money, and money means putting it into our home for improvements, and improvements means raising the funds of what our house is worth, which goes towards our challenge as well. So either way, we're winning. So that all is a bonus. So thankfully she's happy and she does love the outdoors. So that is helping us. She's not really upset by the fact that it's raining right now, which is ideal, because it would be really, really bad if she was upset that it was raining and she was outside. If she were like a high maintenance sim, that would be so bad. But thankfully she loves the outdoors. She's not too bothered by the fact that she is getting all wet right now. She is in a pretty decent mood. She is feeling a little bit tired, so we probably will have to at some point find her a place to go ahead and get some rest. It does look like she is starting to get a little bit uncomfortable because she is starting to get a little bit soggy. But, I mean, she has been out here for several hours in the rain and with no shelter. She's gotten a lot of things done as far as collecting goes. We've collected insects, we've collected frogs, we've collected tons of plants. And I'm going to go ahead and have her just come over here and probably get herself a little bit of a nap on this bench here. I know it's not a good rest, but hopefully it will help her feel a little bit better. So we'll light this fire over here and then we'll let her take a little bit of a nap. The rain has stopped for a little bit, so with the fire and a nap, she should feel a little bit better. All right, so she does need to go to the washroom, so we'll go ahead and we'll let her go over to the public restroom building and she can get herself a little bit of a washroom break before she goes wee on herself, which would be bad. Oh, I found some plants that she can take care of as well. She's like, oh, I need to collect things. Don't collect things before you go to the bathroom. I want you to go to the bathroom first. She's like, no, I don't want to miss out on those insects. Okay, go collect the insects first, really, really fast, and then go to the bathroom. You're going to end up going on yourself, and then you're going to be in a world of hurt. The poor dear. She has to go so bad. The building is so far away. She's like, oh, there's a plant I can harvest. Adelaide, please, for the love of God, go to the bathroom. Okay, and it does look like there's a building here and we can buy supplies. So I am going to just go ahead and get her to buy some supplies. And we can buy some things that she can have on her person here. So let's go ahead and get her to harvest some plants and buy some supplies. And that will help her out as well. All right, so what are some things that she can buy? Let's get her some Pop-Tarts and some chips, and I think she probably is going to need a tent so that she can sleep at some point. So if we can find her a tent that is, oh look, there's some coffee, we'll get her some coffee. If there's a tent that isn't like worth a whole lot of money, then we'll probably get her a tent. I don't want to get her one that's like super expensive because that's just ridiculous. We're only going to be using it while we're here. So I just want to get her one that's kind of cheap. But we do need to get her a tent so that she can sleep. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we'll get her that tent. I just don't want to spend a whole lot of money. All right, so we'll get her that, and then we'll get her to harvest these things. And then once she has harvested those things, then we will go ahead and get her to travel to the woods, and then we'll see if there's anything else in the woods that she can go ahead and harvest there, because the things in the woods might be a little different than over here on the campground side. So we'll have her travel over to the woods now. So we're going to go up into the forest area and let's see if there's anything out here that she can find. She is feeling really playful. She is hungry. I am going to go ahead and get her to let's see if I can get her to eat these Pop-Tarts. It doesn't look like it. So we'll have her eat this bag of chips then maybe. The Pop-Tarts don't seem to be working. I don't know. Maybe I needed something else. But she can eat these chips. So we'll have her eat the chips. And then she can get her hunger up. She is feeling really grungy. She needs a shower, something fierce. The poor dear. But we also need to find plants. Okay, Adelaide, we have got to find 10 unidentified plants and harvest them, and I don't think you are anywhere near that. So I think you've only found like 4 so far. So we have a long way to go. She's like, I don't know that I'm going to find 10 on this journey. And she may not. But we'll find as many as we can. There's more bugs. We don't even need bugs, but I'm having her collect bugs. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Where are all the plants? I mean, there's a ton of plants, but they're not the plants that we need. Here's a plant. No, that's not what we need. Okay, we'll still take a cutting. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but that's fine. All right. Where are some plants? There's a plant. Okay, great. There's a lot of people out here right now, so I don't know if she's going to make it to the plant before someone else does, but hopefully she will. Right now, she's so busy eating those bloody chips that she's not doing anything that I'm telling her to do. But I am finding lots of things that she can do, so hopefully we will find what we need. I have found so far 3 or 4 things that she can harvest that should help her out. That being said, there are other people out here, so I don't know if she will be able to get to where we need to, I don't know if she'll be able to harvest them before other people harvest them. But she is on the trek now. We are hopefully going to get to where we need to get to and get these harvested. She is really feeling playful, but she is also really stinky. She is really, really in a bad way. And I don't know if she will continue to want to do things when she realizes how much she stinks, or if she's going to start telling me that she's not going to do these things when she realizes how uncomfortable she is because she needs a shower something desperately. But she's taking some cuttings of these plants, and she is doing that while she eats these chips extremely slowly. Adelaide, just eat the damn chips. Oh my God. Come on, eat them up. Finish this bag of chips. Why is this bag of chips taking you so long to eat? I mean, it's not that big of a bag of chips. It's really not. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so she is going on looking for these plants. How's it coming? She's like, well, I'm trekking through this forest. It is a big ass forest. It really is. But, I mean, you are doing such a great job. Yeah, someone else has already got to these plants. That's what I was afraid of because you took so long with those damn chips. Great. Okay, well, she needs to go to the shower. I'm going to let her go take a shower. Yeah, she's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm over it. Yeah, I'm over it. Okay, just as I thought, we are unfortunately not getting anywhere with Adelaide. She is over it. Somebody has already harvested everything from these plants, so she's not getting anything from them. And so that is unfortunate for us. All of the unidentified plants were already harvested from, and so all we got were things that really weren't helping us. I am having trouble getting her to shower as well. It looks like she is in desperate need for some sleep. So I am going to take her back to the campground so that she can get a little bit of rest. She is in a flirty mood now. Well, you're all alone out here in the forest, so you can be in a flirty mood all you want, but it's not going to do you a damn bit of good. All right, so let's go ahead and get her sent off back to the lodging so that she can get some rest, I think, because honestly, she is in a bit of a tired mood. And Jayden is out here in the forest. Jayden, what are you doing? You're supposed to be back at the house helping Advaith with Iris. Like, what is really going on? Oh, my dear. She's like, why is my mother out here? But you'll remember, Jayden is the kind of person that likes to check up on Adelaide. She doesn't trust that Adelaide is okay enough to take care of herself. She's always worrying about Adelaide. And so it does not surprise me in the slightest that she's just like sauntering by, like, I wonder if she's okay. I just was out here just making sure you're all right, love. You don't see me here walking by nonchalantly. Yeah, Mom, we do. We do see you here walking by nonchalantly. Like, why are you even here? Like, honestly, Jayden, honestly. Get a life. Ugh. Okay, seriously. I don't even know. She's watering the plants out here in the forest. We love that Adelaide is wanting to do this, but I'm not finding any more plants, and she is really, really tired. So I do think that it is about time. Let's send her back. Let's go on to the lodge now, dear. You are just straight shattered. You really are. So, to the lodging we shall go. Okay, we have made it back to the lodging, and she is just here with this nice little lady, but we are going to go ahead and put down our tent so that she can get herself a little bit of rest. She is feeling absolutely shattered, so she needs to get some rest desperately. So we are just going to let her get some sleep here, and then once she gets up from sleeping, she's probably going to need to go ahead and get some hygiene and most likely go to the washroom because it will have been all night long. And I do think also that she's probably going to be hungry. I cannot get these Pop-Tarts to work. I think they probably need a toaster oven. But we do have some coffee here, so I will get her to just drink a little bit of coffee, and maybe that might help her out a little bit. And there is a grill over there, so we'll have her go and grill herself something to eat. So go ahead and drink that coffee, and then you can go grill yourself something to eat. We'll just make some elodie. It'll be perfectly fine. You can just do a single serving even. Oh, Jesus, you need to use the bathroom seriously bad. Okay, go to the washroom. She's like, I gotta go seriously bad. Okay, go to the washroom. She's like, well, I'm gonna cook first. Okay, I think you're gonna pee yourself. Unless you can cook really, really fast, you are going to pee yourself. And, okay, great, you started a fire. And that's great news. Alright, that's bad. Put it out. Can you put the fire out? Nope, you scared yourself so badly that you pissed yourself. Okay, great. This is not going well. She is putting the fire out, so that's good. But look at you now. You are a disaster. Can you eat this? Because now you're hungry. She's like, I'm disgusting. I'm so disgusting that I can't even think to eat. Okay, fine. Go shower and then eat. Okay, go shower.
Nope.
Go shower.
Nope.
Oh, Adelaide. She is so embarrassed. Oh, you know what, though? You were scared out of your wits because of the fire. It is okay that you had an accident. And she's like, it's not okay. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I just peed myself. It's fine. Go shower, love. She is having trouble with the public showers. Okay, what is the problem with the public showers? I don't know, but they don't seem to be working for her. Okay, go in and have a shower. Nope, not working. Okay, you're hungry and you won't shower. Go shower. Nope, didn't work. Okay. All right. I cannot get her to go shower to save her life.
Emotional damage.
That's it. You can't shower and you won't eat because you're stinky. So I think we're going to have to end this trip and go home. Because I can't get her to do anything that she needs to do. So let's put the tent in our inventory. And let's go ahead and end this holiday. And we will, we'll end this vacation and send her home so that she can get a bath and get some food before she starves to death, because she is like, I've had enough of the great outdoors. And so we are going to go ahead and end this holiday and let her go home. So yes, we are going home. And we have now arrived back at our house, and she is disgusting. And Advaith is like, oh, hi, honey, welcome. What the hell happened to you? And she's like, don't ask. I'm going to the tub.
Emotional
like, okay,
damage.
Guess she didn't have a good time in Granite Falls. Hi, Iris. Mommy's home, but we're just going to let her have a minute to herself. Okay, Daddy. And poor Adelaide is in the bathtub, and she is just so embarrassed that she has peed herself, and she is as stinky as she is. And even though she had quite a haul, She is just mortified at the fact that she has had all of this happen and this trip has turned out the way it has turned out. And she's like, I cannot believe what I thought was going to be this amazing trip has turned out this way. But guys, I think I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.